begin and see where we at. This was the last testings that we have. We're going to look at 3C first, okay?
Okay.
What we need to focus on is the red sections. Mm-hmm. Yeah. The red sections and the question number. Okay. This I believe these are the questions, are they?
Okay. Yes. Question 30 and 20.
The ones that are in red are the ones that we need to be concerned. Okay. Was this the information that you guys had for the last map test? Because this is what I was giving. So I think this is it. You have the same students.
Yes. Because it gives us our TEAC, the TEAC that we need to reteach, which is great because that's what we're doing right now. We're reteaching.
You're reteaching? Okay. Like the ones for question 30. You had 50% of the students, 50 students, that's 81% that had problems answering them. Was this TEAC not taught at the time that the students took the test? Yes, because that's the issue that I know that it was happening a lot before.
No.
So it wasn't taught. Are you guys covering it now?
We already did, actually. If I'm not mistaken, I believe this is financial literacy. And we hadn't covered financial literacy.
Okay, that's the last one. I remember.
That's the last one. And we haven't.
You haven't covered it, but you will. How are you going to teach this? Because you guys are so close to the STAR test. Are you going to follow the resources that you have?
Yes, I'm actually following there's a book that we have we call it the roller coaster book. And it's called For Better Scores. And that reteaches, it gives a combination of everything.
That is there. Okay.
Yes, from adding, subtracting, multiplying, fractions, everything is.
Is this usually? Because last year I know in previous years we had that issue with financial literacy. I don't know, for some reason they leave it at the last part of the semester, and this is when you really have to dedicate more time into it. So we could bring it up.
Yes, it happens to me every year that financial literacy is always so low because I still haven't covered it when you do the last part of the last test. This test right here, the mock.
Okay, so this is basically 3C. So then you have question 25. Okay, 3.5. This will be 3.5B as a TEACs. You have 44% of those students. They still kind of questioning. Okay. This one also is related to literacy, or what is this related? What is this?
I think that's data analysis, if I'm not mistaken. I should have brought my TEACs with me.
Okay. Yeah, I know that they usually send us the TEACs, but they didn't send me that.
Yes,
so that's why, I kind of have an idea, but I don't remember exactly which one is which one. Okay. So what are we doing with these students right now?
Pulling them in small group, or they're getting pulled for intervention.
For intervention?
Yes.
Are these ones part of the Saturday?
There's a mixture of everything. Okay. A mixture of all of them in there.
Okay. So basically you are focusing on interventions and the tutoring.
Yes.
For the students.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
How are they doing that?
They're doing good.
You've been trying to,
yes,
kind of give them a little, like a small test with a few questions related to that to see.
Yes, because I go over the mock testing with them to see how is it, to see their mistakes, how they got it wrong, to see how we can fix those little misconceptions that they have in the question. And then we just take it from there. Okay. We take it from there.
Okay. Now the rest of these ones, this is the rest of the questions that actually there's also in red for us, and there's something that we need to kind of focus also on it. These are the ones that are more concerned, the ones that we just discussed. Now the remaining questions you have about is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That we also, what are you doing with these ones in general?
I'm still also doing the same thing. I'm doing my small groups intervention. They go with the interventionist. Either she pushes in, or she pulls them out, or the other way around. I take my small groups. But this is what we do a lot with these right here, these mainly right here are like my tutorings. My tutorings.
That includes the Saturday ones?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
This bracket right here.
Right now for the Saturdays you have around, about 10
students?
Or less
I would say about 10, 12 students.
So it's not that.
No.
Yes, sir? Yes, what's up? And that's Thursday, which lunch? Today's 6th period. Okay, I'll send somebody. So he's gonna have that problem every day? Okay, no. Okay, Thursdays and that's it? Okay. No, I'll get you a sub, permanent sub to cover 6th period high school on Thursdays. Yes, no problema. You're welcome. Okay, so yes, basically, so you have about 10 more or less?
About 10, 12 students.
Because that's what is important, that you don't have that many students on Saturday, because those ones are the ones that probably we need to focus on more.
Yes, it gives them more of a one-on-one.
Now we have the yellow section, and these are the ones that actually, I mean, they're not doing great, but they're not doing bad either.
Or bubble kids.
Your bubble kids. So what do you do with what are you doing with the bubble kids?
I still pull them for intervention or tutoring.
You still do?
Yes.
Okay.
Not for Saturday, but tutoring during the week. Because we want them to move up, not down.
Hold on.
We want them to move up.
What about, are you doing the cleaning tables or the?
Yes, I do. That's one of my interventions. Well, I call it my interventions. That's my cleanup tables. The cleanup table. I'm sorry, I should have named it the cleanup tables.
No, that's okay.
But yes, that's what I do.
Okay, and with us, and then you're focusing on this ones and this ones with this.
So I do a cleanup table here, tutoring, and cleanup table here, and for the intervention.
How do you see them? Are they ready? I know it's hard.
It's hard, I guess.
But I mean, you're doing great. I mean, I can see that it's not that bad, based on how they started. The thing is that if you feel confident enough, or you need extra help, I can send you extra help. If you need to do more tutoring to smaller groups, we can work on that.
Okay. I think I would really like somebody else. That way, they could be 3 groups.
3 groups. Okay.
That way I can focus on my tier 3 students and then have the other 2 interventionists work with, like maybe the bubble kid, and then my highs, just keep an eye on them.
Because if I do that, I'm probably gonna have to send you, like Miss West is getting for middle school, a substitute.
Okay.
I don't know if you can do. If I can do that, I will do it.
Okay.
Okay, and that perfect. Way, at least as you're getting closer to the testing, because you're only a few weeks away.
Yes.
So
because that way I could alternate with my tier 2 and my tier 3, and I'll get the tier 2s, and then she'll get to tier 3s, and then we can alternate. Yes.
Okay, I'll email you at least 2 days if I can do that.
I think that'll be awesome.
Okay, and you tell me which days are you not. You tell me, okay, Miss Glovier, these ones are the ones that I'm teaching, I'm doing a lecture, or these are the days that I'm done lecturing, we're reviewing, and they will work with me even if I leave a sub there, just to review in general, and then that way you can, on a side, be dedicated, because I know, I mean, as previous experience, when I was a teacher, it's hard to focus on large groups.
Yeah, oh yes, it is. Well, definitely not mine, because I do have them for block. Definitely not the first period of the first section of the class, because that's when I do my lectures and I get them engaged. We do the softball one-on-one. We do as a group, but maybe for the second part is because that's when that's our lab, and then that's when I do my cleanup tables, my intervention,
and everything. So how did you notice the students from this year? Are they ready when they come from second grade? Do you notice they're missing something that probably we can guide the teachers?
Actually, I think I could only speak for math. I think they're a little bit more ready, but I have been getting in contact with my second grade teachers and asking them, like, hey, can you help me out with this towards the end of the year, so that way those kids are ready when they come to 3rd grade.
That's a good strategy.
I've been doing that for the last couple of years, like keep in contact with my second grade teachers.
Because you start, I mean, that's one thing that I did suggest to some of the second grade teachers before it was to, at the end of the school year, start introducing the students to third grade
Yes.
items. Not every day, but at least to start getting them ready. Because I know that you guys, once you get them, it's gonna be
Yes.
it's quick.
And I
You
do
need to
give
get 'em
her,
ready.
I do give her some of the extra books so that she can give them to their students, to the second grade teachers. I give them so that they can give them to their students.
Right.
For maybe the students that need a little bit more help, that way they can work on them
On the,
during the summer.
okay. That way they'll be ready. I mean, in the level of maturity, you know how it is. I mean, with the
Yes.
discipline. How did you notice about the discipline? I know that we had been working on those students that had the issues, but
Yes.
those are the ones that we have in special education.
Mm-hmm.
But did you notice is increasing the issues with the discipline? Are we getting a lot of students, new students that are actually
I do believe that we are getting a lot of students that
they have discipline
yes,
issues?
that have discipline issues.
Mm-hmm. So that
We
is
just have to
educating.
raise a little bit more of our classroom expectations to the students.
Mm-hmm.
We don't just pinpoint. Well, I just don't pinpoint on one student.
Mm-hmm.
I do it as a general.
Okay.
As a general.
No, yeah, that's very
Not
important.
just two.
Not to target.
Yes,
one.
not to target one
Uh-huh.
student. It's in general.
The alternative you can have is as soon as you start getting them and then you start noticing something, you can ask Ms. Ramirez or even myself to go and observe the classroom, and that way we can see how that student is actually working. Because when they're new students, with the old students, we already know how to work with.
Yes.
And we are already working with them, and I'm hopeful that by the time they are promoted to the other grade levels, they'll be getting the support they need.
Yes.
But with the new ones, that's why you guys have a lot, is the ones that we don't know in which areas they need help. So as soon as you guys, and that's one thing that I do want to let you know, is as soon as you guys start noticing next year that the students are struggling or the students with behavior, let me know and I'll be there. And then we'll see. I'll be there just to observe to see what is it that they're not ready for third grade.
Okay.
And they feel stressed. Probably they do have some learning
maturity.
Mm-hmm. So
Maturity.
in third grade is very, very hard
Yes.
with it. Do you plan to stay in third grade?
I actually
would you
wanted
like
to
to?
move up.
Yes, you want to move up? Did you
Yes,
put
but
that
I
in?
really enjoyed third grade. I
Uh-huh.
love it. I love it.
It is.
It is.
Did you put it for the principal? No, but you wouldn't mind.
No, I wouldn't mind.
Okay,
I wouldn't mind.
because that will work.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, thank you very much. Thank you, and